cinema is an ever-evolving art form, capable of surprising, moving, and reshaping how we see the world. Some films, however, go beyond entertainment. They revolutionize cinematic language, introduce groundbreaking technologies, or tell stories that forever alter the cultural landscape. Here's a look at 10 films that have left an indelible mark on cinema history and inspired generations of filmmakers. Number 10. Avatar, directed by James Cameron. When it comes to technological innovation in cinema, James Cameron's Avatar is often the first film that comes to mind. This visually stunning tale set on the planet Pandora wasn't just a spectacle, it pushed technological boundaries. Cameron advanced motion capture technology to bring the Na'vi to life, crafting digital characters with unprecedented realism and emotional depth. But the true game-changer was its immersive use of 3D technology. Unlike previous films that treated 3D as a mere gimmick, Avatar used it to draw audiences into an entirely new world. The result? A transformative cinematic experience that remains one of the highest-grossing films of all time. Number 9. The Matrix, directed by the Wachowski sisters. The Wachowski sisters reshaped the landscape of action and science fiction with their masterpiece, The Matrix. More than just a futuristic thriller, the film delves into profound themes like free will, simulated realities, and personal identity. The standout innovation? Bullet time, a groundbreaking effect allowing the camera to circle slow-motion action, creating visuals that had never been seen before. This technique revolutionized fight scenes and inspired countless films and video games. By blending philosophy, cyberpunk aesthetics, and cutting-edge technology, The Matrix redefined what cinema could achieve. Number 8. Pulp Fiction, directed by Quentin Tarantino. When Quentin Tarantino released Pulp Fiction, it upended the conventions of 1990s cinema. The film's non-linear storytelling, weaving together the lives of its eclectic characters, from the washed-up boxer Butch to gangsters Vincent Vega and Jules Winfield, captivated audiences. Its hyper-realistic dialogue, peppered with pop culture references, became an instant hallmark. Tarantino proved that a film could be both profound and wildly entertaining, blending violence, irony, and an unforgettable soundtrack. This approach not only influenced a new wave of filmmakers, but also reshaped how stories were told on screen. Number 7. Apocalypse Now, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. More than just a war movie, Apocalypse Now is a journey into the darkest corners of the human psyche. Set during the Vietnam War, Coppola's epic explores madness, morality, and the corrupting power of authority. Despite its famously troubled production, the film became one of the most ambitious cinematic achievements. Iconic sequences, like the helicopter assault set to Ride of the Valkyries, and unforgettable performances make it a visceral experience. Apocalypse Now transcends its genre, offering a psychological odyssey that redefined how war stories could be told. Number 6. Star Wars Episode IV: A New Hope, directed by George Lucas. When George Lucas brought Star Wars to the screen, he changed the world. Not only did it launch one of the most beloved franchises in history, but it also introduced the modern blockbuster. Combining groundbreaking special effects, epic storytelling, and iconic characters like Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Princess Leia, the film captivated audiences. Lucas pushed the boundaries of 1970s filmmaking, creating a visually stunning universe that felt alive and believable. Beyond the screen, Star Wars revolutionized marketing and merchandising, proving that a film could become a cultural phenomenon. It wasn't just a movie, it was a global event that reshaped the future of cinema. Number 5. 2001: A Space Odyssey, directed by Stanley Kubrick. With 2001: A Space Odyssey, Stanley Kubrick elevated science fiction from mere entertainment to high art. This cinematic masterpiece doesn't just tell a story, it delves into profound themes of human evolution, artificial intelligence, and humanity's place in the universe. The film's breathtaking visuals, achieved with groundbreaking special effects for its time, set a new standard for realism and spectacle, with many sequences remaining unmatched even today. The iconic cut from a bone to a spaceship, spanning from prehistory to the distant future in a single moment, remains one of cinema's most powerful visual metaphors. Kubrick didn't just create a film, he presented a vision of what cinema could be, a fusion of art, science, and philosophy. Number 4. Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. When Alfred Hitchcock released Psycho, he forever changed the rules of cinema. This psychological thriller shocked audiences with its daring narrative twists, most notably the shocking mid-film murder of its apparent protagonist, Marion Crane, a storytelling choice unheard of at the time. The twist surrounding Norman Bates further shattered expectations, while the infamous shower scene, with its rapid editing and piercing soundtrack, set a new standard for building tension. More than just a horror movie, Psycho redefined psychological storytelling, pushing cinema into darker, more complex territories and laying the foundation for modern thrillers. Number 3, Citizen Kane, directed by Orson Welles. Often hailed as the greatest film ever made, Citizen Kane revolutionized cinematic storytelling. Orson Welles not only directed, but also co-wrote and starred in the film, introducing innovative techniques that transformed visual language in cinema. The use of deep focus, keeping every element in a shot in sharp detail, created visually rich and layered compositions. The non-linear narrative, which reveals the life of Charles Foster Kane through fragmented flashbacks, was groundbreaking for its time. And then there's the mystery of Rosebud, a narrative device that continues to be analyzed to this day. More than just a film, Citizen Kane became a masterclass in filmmaking techniques, influencing generations of directors. Number 2, Metropolis, directed by Fritz Lang. Long before Hollywood imagined dystopian futures, Fritz Lang had already envisioned it all with Metropolis. This German expressionist masterpiece redefined what was visually possible on screen, blending epic storytelling with astonishing special effects. Set in a futuristic city marked by the stark divide between the wealthy elite and the oppressed working class, Metropolis introduced iconic imagery, from towering skyscrapers to the robot Maria, which remains central to science fiction iconography today. The film also explored themes of technology's impact on humanity, paving the way for films like Blade Runner and Star Wars. Lang proved that cinema could be both visually groundbreaking and philosophically rich. Beyond the 10 groundbreaking films that transformed cinema history, several other movies deserve special recognition for their innovative and cultural impact. Parasite, directed by Bong Joon-ho. Bong Joon-ho's masterpiece. Parasite marked a pivotal moment for international cinema, becoming the first non-English language film to win the Academy Award for Best Picture. Blending elements of dark comedy, thriller, and social commentary, it explores themes of class inequality with a layered narrative that resonates universally. The Blair Witch Project, directed by Daniel Myrick and Eduardo Sanchez. The Blair Witch Project revolutionized the horror genre with its raw, documentary-style found footage format. Shot on a micro-budget, the film blurred the lines between reality and fiction, immersing audiences with its unpolished, realistic aesthetic. What truly set it apart, however, was its groundbreaking viral marketing campaign, which used the internet to create a mythos around the film's authenticity. And now, without further delay, let's move on to the number 1 film that revolutionized cinema. Number 1, The Birth of a Nation, directed by D.W. Griffith. Though highly controversial for its overtly racist content, it is impossible to deny the profound impact D.W. Griffith's The Birth of a Nation had on the language of cinema. Griffith introduced groundbreaking techniques such as parallel editing, which allowed for the simultaneous depiction of multiple storylines, transforming cinema into an art form capable of conveying epic narratives and deep emotional impact. As one of the earliest feature-length films, it demonstrated that movies could tell complex, large-scale stories with dynamic visual storytelling. The famous Ride to the Rescue sequence remains a masterclass in editing and pacing. Despite the film's deeply problematic themes, its influence on the development of cinematic techniques is undeniable. Griffith showed the world what this new art form could achieve, laying the foundation for modern filmmaking. And that concludes our list of films that left an unforgettable mark on cinema history, transforming the art form forever through innovative storytelling, groundbreaking technologies, and bold narrative choices. What do you think of our selection? Did it make you reflect on the power of cinema? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you're passionate about rankings and cinematic deep dives, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and become part of our film-loving community. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of cinema. See you in the next video.